What's up YouTube, Mr. Captain Falcon here with another deck profile. This deck profile my box of friend Gem Knights. This looks pretty fun. The only bad matchup it really has was Spellbooks when testing. But the deck's pretty explosive, it can do some really fun plays, and onto the deck profile. One Gem Armadillo, he's probably going to come up to two, but Armadillo is really good. He's Stratos, you can add a Gem Knight to your hand. So normally I search out Obsidian, but you can search out a normal 4 Obsidian if you already have it. So he's really good. One Gem Turtle. He's a little bit slower than what I'd like him to be, but he's the only way to search Gem Knight Fusion. So when he's flipped face up, you get that Gem Knight Fusion to your hand. But since he's, since he's a rock, you can always fuse him with Zirconia later if you have to. One Alexandrite, might be coming out. Alexandrite is really good because it lets you go into Big Eye plays, or Shockmaster plays if you have to. But he also thins out the deck, so he's okay. To Obsidian, this card's really good. Probably going up to 3-2. But Obsidian's really good. When you send it to graveyard from your hand, you can special summon a normal gem, level 4 or lower Gem Knight from your graveyard. So he doesn't miss timing on anything because he's like a fabled effect. One Gem Knight Crystal. He's level 7, so he gives you your Big Eye plays with Alexandrite and Redox, but he's really good. I guess in that sense, but he's only 2450, so he can't really run over anything this format. 3 Gem Knight Sapphire. This card's really good. It has 0 attack, so it's searchable by Box of Friends, and it's also specialable by Rabbit. But this guy lets you go into your your Aqua Fusions, which is Amethyst and Sapphire, and they're both really good too. And the beater, I guess, Gem Knight Garnet. He's level 4-1. His 0 defense, so he's searchable by Box of Friends, and he lets you go into big plays with your Exceeds. But otherwise, just because he's level 4 and he's special by Box of Friends, he's really good. And it's worth noting that I don't play Tourmaline. Tourmaline's really good, but I just chose not to play him because I don't really want to draw normals in this deck because I'm playing Box of Friends and Rabbit. So Tourmaline's good in pure Gem Knights, but not as good in Box of Friends Gem Knights. 2 Box of Friends. This card's really busted. Box of Friends, when this card's destroyed by destroyed, you can special summon a Gem Knight Garnet and Gem Knight Sapphire from your deck. But more specifically, you can special summon 0 deck or 0 defense normal monsters. So this card's really good and has its own Exceed monster too. Double Rabbit. Double Rabbit just lets you go into big plays, plays that you normally can't do. So also really good. Triple Max C. I'm playing Grand Soil and Redox, so this card's really good. Veiler's in the side, but Maxi just lets you gain hand advantage if you're losing in pace. Double Redox. Redox is really good too in this deck. It gives you Grave Control for Grand Soil, but it lets you also Reborn Fusions, so card's really good. And it also combos really well Obsidian, because if you discard these two to special something, then you get Obsidian's effect. Because, like I said, Obsidian can't miss timing on basically anything. Next card is Double Grand Soil. Grand Soil is really good in this deck. It normally goes off when you have it. This lets you get back big fusions that you fused away before. And like I said, with Gem Knight Fusion and Redox, you have plenty of Grave Control to make this guy work. Next card, Pot of Avarice. You fill up your grave really quickly, so it's a good card. Book of Moon. Book of Moon's really good too. Helps against Evil Storm matchups. Actually, I shouldn't really explain these at all. Reborn, Dark Hole, Heavy Storm. Trinity, staples, and probably will stay as staples for a long time. Double MST. You don't want to lose to rogue decks. And, well, I shouldn't say rogue decks because you are a rogue deck yourself, but MST is really good still. And it's good against spellbooks too. Double Pot of Duality. You need to draw Gem Knight Fusion. You need to search out your Gem Knight Fusion, and this lets you set up plays with like first turn Box of Friends set Duality. So that's really good. Triple Gem Knight Fusion. This card's really good too. This card's a reusable monster reborn. While it's in your graveyard, you can banish a Gem Knight from your grave and add this back to your hand, so you can keep reusing it over and over and over. But the other play you can do with this is like you can play cards like Lightning Vortex, Phoenix Wing Blast, because it makes good plays because you can keep just showing this and getting it back. And also it works with they'll work well with Obsidian too. Double Bottomless, the double Bottomless still really good, and then Triple Compulse. Bottomless is good if you go first. Compulse is good against Exceeds, and just good against meta if you need to explode. Let's see. Extra deck will look like one Seraph Knight. This card is really good too. Seraph Knight, what his effect is actually you can normal summon another Gem Knight once per turn. But the main reason why I play him is because he is what you need is a Gem Knight and a fusion or a light monster. So the reason why it's really good is because Box of Friends, Shockmaster are both lights, and once you use all their stuff where you have no targets, you can use this. One Gem Knight Ruby. He's really good against dragons, and when you're in a head, he does piercing, so he's really good, and he can also boost up his attack. And then the other level, what's it called, the other fire for Garnet is Gem Knight Citron. Citron's really good. I'd only play one, unlike most other Gem Knight decks, because although when he attacks, you can't activate anything. Nothing really activates during the damage step or anything anymore. So theoretically, really good. But don't play. I only play one. And the main reason why I play him is just because he's level 7 for Big Eye. But you know, next card, Gem Knight Amethyst. He's really good too. Amethyst is a giant Shrunade when it's removed from the field. So, and he's level 7 too, so he's really good. Sapphire is, let's give you a Sapphire target, and the other Sapphire target is Aquamarine. This one's a Compulse when it's removed from the field, and it also changes the defense when it attacks, or at the end of the battle phase after it attacks. And he has a fairly big wall, he's 26, so he's really good too. And probably the best Gem Knight for now, double Gem Knight Zirconia. Zirconia is really good. He's 2900, just pure 2900. So he's bigger than Pearl, and then you can basically fuse it. You can go into this guy from like any Gem Knight fusion or Gem Knight polymerization. Next card is Daigusto Emerald. This is a card that I probably went into the most when I play this deck. This lets you recycle your normals or summon your normals back, and he's really good. And once he's done, you can fuse him with infuse him into Zirconia. Diamond Dyer to get on the Gozen match, and it's really good because he just pops anything, and even problem cards. Gem Knight Pearl, he's also Gem Knight, so you can banish him with Gem Knight Fusion once you're done, and you can bluff a lot of plays with Grand Soil, or what's it called? You can bluff a lot of plays when they like bottomlesses. You can go into Grand Soil right away. Maystroke, good level 4. Don't really make it that often, surprisingly. Princess Clone. This card is really good with Box of Friends. When this special summon, you can special summon Box of Friends from a graveyard, and this card can't be targeted by an attack target or a card effect while you control another monster. And when a normal monster is destroyed, you can detach material to special summon a normal from your deck or grave. So it works amazingly well with Box of Friends. One Shockmaster. This card is what you go into the most. The big play you can do with this deck is, what's it called? Make Zirconia, make Shockmaster first turn, and it happens surprisingly pretty often. This card, Shockmaster, is just so good this format. The big play I was talking about requires you to have Obsidian, Fusion, Rabbit, and a normal. So what you can do is go Gem Knight Fusion into Zirconia. Then, since you use Gem Knight Fusion, you can switch summon the normal you used. Then what you can do next is summon Rabbit, get 2 more normals, make Shockmaster pass. But no matter what format, Shockmaster will probably be always good, and this deck can make it absurdly easy with Box of Friends too. And if you don't have Shockmaster, or Shockmaster is not the right play, Ouroboros does everything, like literally everything. So Ouroboros is really good. And my last Succeed is Big Eye. You can opt to play Dragossack, but I just like Big Eye better. Big Eye's really good. Take your opponent's monster, start doing stupid plays with Zirconia. The side deck, it's missing two cards, and I'll tell them what they are. I'll tell you what they are later. But two Valor. Sometimes Maxi isn't the best, so Valor sometimes is better. Double Raikou. Raikou's really good. Milling your fusion is really good, and pops just problem cards that might be bothersome, like Ophion. Third MST. Double DNA surgery. This card's really good too. It's really good against spellbooks, and if you draw this against spellbooks, you normally win. Just make stuff into rock, and you can start fusing into anything you want, or fusing into Zirconia. Double Phoenix Wing Blast. This card's really good up Obsidian. This card's really good if any other Gem Knight or any other card that you just don't want in your hand. Fills up great for Grand Soil. Really good card. Double Mind Drain. Mind Drain's really good too. It's really good against dragons, really good against mermails. Just really good card in general. And they can't Maxi Valor you either, or Fader, or Scarecrow or Gores. And finally, double Gozen match. Everything you play is basically to Earth, so Gozen match is really good. And it's good against dragons, good against rogue decks, stuff like that. And the last two cards I was playing was double Falsadina, because he's a rock, and he's an Earth, so he works on the Gozen match. So, don't know what you guys think of the deck. It's really fun to play. It probably will change a little bit, but comment, rate, subscribe, and peace out, YouTube.